Hello, Carmel High School. This is CHTV. I'm Darion Watson, and I'm with Charlie Baker today. We were going to be watching the 3-2 Carmel Greyhounds take on the 5-0 undefeated Fisher Tigers. Today, the Carmel head coach, that's going to be Ryan Osborne, and the Fisher's head coach is going to be Garrett Winger. This should be an interesting game, and our referees for today are going to pop up on the screen. We have Ralphie Carey, Pick Russell, and David White. Those are going to be our officials for today. So, Charlie, what are your predictions for this game today?
You know, Darren, I think it's going to be a really close one. And not going to be too high in score, but I think it'll be a battle between them. Fisher's got a good squad this year, but so does Carmel.
I agree. It's going to be a great defensive battle as both teams have great defense. And then the team, I just feel like that scores first might end up on top.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
I agree. Some key players to look out for on Carmel. Peter Suter, of course.
Yeah, always.
Just a dog every time he touches the ball.
And as of recently, Sam Orm's really been lighting it up from the 3-line.
I agree. And if Jared plays the way that he played yesterday, I think he will contribute very well to this game and maybe even put him on top. And if we can feed Charlie down low, then it'll help out big time. So now we have our Greyhounds running out onto the court to get their warm-up in. On the Fishers team, we have a freshman that is 6'7", who we need to worry about.
It'll be a scary sight. You know, one thing that I think will be really interesting to see tonight is how they play Charlie Williams, because sometimes he takes more mid-range shots and plays a little bit more conservative by the perimeter, but I think tonight they're really going to need him down low against a dominant offensive Fishers team.
I agree. If they can get him to get those mid-range shots after getting him inside and making the defender sag off, I think it will help play a key part. Knowing that he's able to get to the rim or be able to take that shot is very important. And then getting some of our young guys in, like Ryan Clevenger, that will help out. You know, he can knock down that 3-ball when we need it, and he plays terrific defense. I think that'll help out when our older guys, their legs get tired. He's able to step in and fill in.
You know, one guy I think that's really going to be stepping it up in the next couple games is Spencer White. He's got a really big special ability to hit the 3-ball, and I think he'll step into his role real soon here.
Yeah, he had a tough first 4 game stretches, but, you know, he's been working hard. He's ready. So we'll see how he does, and I think he will contribute big time.
Last night, one of my favorite things to see was Jared Bonds playing so electrically and getting the crowd all hyped up and ready. Hope he gets some nice 2-hand slams tonight.
Yeah, he finally, I would say, you know, realized what he was capable of doing at the high school level.
Yeah.
The first 4 games, he wasn't being as explosive.
But now he's breaking out of his box. He's ready to go.
Yes, sir. So it looks like Fishers has a very tall team. So Carmel, they're going to have to stop the inside ball and force them to shoot threes and take bad shots that they cannot hit, since our team is a lot smaller and our guards are little.
I think Josh Wack is really going to have the ability to help Carmel get moving on the defense and be able to maintain a good score against Fishers.
I agree, especially like last night when he got that 5-second call. It was just a big momentum shifter and is able to get the offense going after getting a call like that.
Now let's give our attention on the court as players are introduced.
If Carmel gets this win tonight, it has the possibility to get their #1 spot back in the state, as they were knocked down after losing 2 games early this season. You know, knocking off an undefeated team is not easy to do, but it makes you look really good.
Very true.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Eric Clark Activity Center, home of the Greyhounds. I'd like to remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of education-based athletics. Abusive language or disorderly conduct is unacceptable and unwelcome in IHSA events. Let's afford the student athletes, coaches, officials, and your fellow fans the respect they deserve. Please respect the players and fans from both teams as they represent their school and community this afternoon. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, I'd like to introduce our officials for tonight's contest. Fans, if you feel the need to verbally express your displeasure with our officials, please note that your actions will be an absolute contradiction to the values and beliefs of Carmel Athletics. These individuals have committed their time to our student athletes, and we appreciate their efforts and sacrifices. Tonight's officials are Mr. Ralph Carey, Mr. Charles Pick Russell, and Mr. David White. Please join me in applause for our game officials and their commitment to education-based athletics. And now at this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Here we go, we get ready to tip off.
And now let's get started last this contest, starting with the visiting Fishers Tigers. A 6'2" junior, number 5, Miles Stringer.
Back guard,
A
they got
6'6"
6'2"
freshman, number
Miles
10,
Stringer.
Jalen Harrelson.
Small forward.
A 6'2" senior, number 22, Bryce Williams. A 6'2" senior, number 24, Charles Smith.
6'4" senior Charles Smith.
And a 6'5" senior, number 34, Peyton Weaver.
Number 34,
Assistant coaches for
Peyton
Fishers,
Weaver at
Mike
center.
Fox, Ken Johnson, Justin Masterson. Head coach, Garrett Winnegar.
And starting for Carmel tonight with a tough squad.
And now, the starting lineup for your Carmel Greyhounds. A 6'1" senior wearing jersey number 4, Josh Wack.
6' senior Joshua Wax, number 4. Number 5, Peter Suter.
6'8" junior, number 14.
6'8" junior, Sam Orr.
6' senior, number 24, Burke Wildy.
6' senior, Bert
And
Wildy.
a 6'10" senior, number 33.
And at center, 6'4" senior, Charlie Williams.
The assistant coaches are Rich Comedy, Josh Cole, Walt Forrest, Josh McRoberts, and Andrew Foley. Head coach for your Greyhounds, Ryan Osborne.
Being led tonight by the Greyhounds, head coach Ryan Osborne.
All right, everyone, it's tip-off time.
The tip is up.
Oh, he jumped too early. He cannot do that, my boy.
False start. Gotta throw that tip up again.
Nope. Now we're having a delay.
And the tip is up.
And Carmel gets it. You can hear the crowds getting into it already.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
early in the game.
For sure.
We got Whack on the wing with it. Hands it up top to Peter. Carmel sends some nice off-ball screens. Gives it over to Heldy. He's getting booed already. It's early in the game.
Yeah, this Fishers crowd is seeming to be real rowdy tonight.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, we got Peter on the wing. Oh, what a spin
Peter
move.
with a nice
Gets to the
move.
bucket.
Amazing
What a
finish.
move, Peter.
Peter has the great ability to score at any moment.
I
Help Carmel
agree.
get ahead.
He's able to just see the court and know when to go. They get it to number 5 on the wing. Get it back up top. Now it's on the opposite wing. He's being guarded by Sam Moore. Doesn't use the screen. Good help by Charlie. Charlie gets back.
And you love to see the defensive energy out here.
And he misses the layup.
Amazing defense.
Carmel has a chance to push as they're on a 4-on-5. Gets into Sam in the corner.
Sam with the shot for 3.
He misses. What a rebound by Charlie. Swings it over to Peter. Peter, oh, step back 3, Peter. Stop it. Stop it, Peter. Stop it, Peter.
Peter shooter with a nice finish.
Stop it, Peter. Man, Peter's coming out high. He has something to prove tonight, I see. They got it up top. They're looking to set something up. 10 shoots a 3. Misses. Rebound by Sam Moore. Gets it to Josh Whack. They're pushing
and the
up the court.
momentum has been
Gets it to
insane
Peter.
so far
Peter
by
crossover
Carmel.
baseline. Mid-range pull up. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Peter's hopping in his
Oh, my.
bag
And they
tonight.
get a timeout already. Yeah, Carmel is coming out hot.
7-0.
Carmel is coming out hot.
30-second timeout on the floor.
We get a timeout, what, a minute and a half into the game?
You'd love to see the energy coming from Carmel straight out the bat.
I agree. The bench is hyped. You know, everybody's getting ready. Everybody's just staying ready just in case Peter does get cold. But it's not looking like that's going to happen anytime soon.
And a special shout out to the Carmel student section. Always here supporting the Carmel boys and girls, making sure we have a lot of good energy going along the
Substitution
way.
for the Tigers, number 33, Jeffrey Simmons.
And the Tigers have a substitution. Getting their lineup changed to try to get some stops on Peter. You know, any way to try to stop him from scoring. All right, we got the inbound. Oh, Whack is picking up full court. Really trying to put that defensive energy on him that we were talking about earlier. That ability that he's had.
Putting that pressure on and making sure Carmel gets
Like
a good
forcing
field goal.
bad passes like that, that's beautiful.
Exactly.
And then Sam gets back. Getting locked up by Heldy. Yep, playing those passing lanes, that's another great thing that Carmel does. They make it very hard for team to get passes in.
For sure, no easy baskets.
Oh, but then they get backdoored, and what a layup by number 10.
It's a nice finish by Fishers.
Tigers
It's a great
basket by number
finish.
10.
Whack running the ball down the floor.
Good screen by Charlie. Whack takes it baseline,
Kicks it out.
kicks it out. He's getting booed again. Did he transfer from Fishers? I don't understand. They hate that man. Peter gives it back to Whack. Whack takes it middle, shoots a floater.
Nice floater.
It's a bucket. Good shot, Whack.
Good. The momentum's being great right now.
It's Whack's first point. Makes it 9-2 Carmel lead.
Great
That's
defense
the
by
defensive
Whack.
intensity. They're playing those gaps, not allowing any threes, even though when they pass it, it may seem like it's open.
You can tell Peter's really staying calm out there and making sure to keep himself cool under pressure.
I agree. Even though he had the big 7 points, he still knows that it's early in the game. That's a travel.
Turnover. It's Carmel ball.
That's great defense by Sam, not allowing him to get to the spot that he wanted to get to and causing him to travel.
Sam Moore has really grown a lot in the last year, and his length has really helped out Carmel a lot on the defensive end.
I agree. And Fishers is now picking up full court.
Steal by Fishers.
Okay, but Carmel
back
gets
to
it back,
Carmel.
and they're up. It's a 4-on-5 fast
Suter
break.
with the ball.
They swing it. One more. No.
Cross court to Whack.
He's getting booed every time he touches it. Oh, okay. Almost a steal. Whack gets it back. Sets up the offense. Slow it down. And what a pass. He misses the layup.
Seemed to be a foul there. I don't know what the officials are doing on that one.
Yeah, there seemed to be a little push there, but it's okay. Because Carmel makes up for it on defense. If they play those gaps so well, they get those hands up. See? They're able to get out of that double team so quick, even though the defense doesn't realize it.
And a steal by Sam.
Great defense,
Sam Moore's really going great on the defense right now.
His length really does help him. Held in the corner. Pass it up to Sam.
For three.
Sam for 3. Knockdown.
Good.
Yes, sir, Sam. That is another reason that he is on this team. He can knock that shot down 9 times out of 10 if you give it to him.
Orm's going to be hopping in his bag this game. You can see him feeling himself already. And Darion, you love to see the intensity that Carmel's coming out with and the level that they're playing on.
I agree.
Despite the rankings that Fisher has had this year, you know Carmel's ready to go and wants to play hard.
I agree. As an undefeated team, you would think that Carmel wouldn't be able to just do this, but their intensity is just way higher and they want it way more.
For sure.
And we got Wack pushing up the court. He's going to slow it down.
Pass it
Hands off to Sam. Wack gets it. Swings it to Pete. Charlie has it in the corner. Oh, Charlie.
Charlie with a 3-point attempt. Goes off the back of the rim. Fisher's running the ball down the court.
Swing it up top. Swing it corner. Pump fakes. Gets to the basket. Drop off pass. But
Good steal.
Good hands by Weldy. That would have been a nice steal to have, but we'll take the deflection.
Substitution for the Tigers, number 2, Sean Millsap.
Got number 2 checking in for number 5 for the Tigers. A lot of early changes for the Tigers. We got
Burke Weldy really coming out on the defensive end with a lot of energy.
Yeah, I think that's why he got his starting spot after the first 4 games, because his defensive energy coming off the bench was great, and it just helped out. 22 gets to the Wack, and Wack
what a
blocks
block
that.
by Josh. Carmel's playing amazing defense right now, Darion. I'm loving this.
I'm loving it too, especially seeing the blocks and the rebounds. Man, it's making it very hard for this undefeated team.
Got to score 12-2. Carmel with the lead. 2:57
They get
left
it inside.
in the first.
Gets it 22. Gets a layup.
Bryce Williams.
Inbound to Suter. Carmel pushing it up the court.
Swings it over to Wack on the wing. Fisher just. Peter has it. Takes it. What a drop off pass. Ah, Charlie drops it. Fisher's on a fast break. Swings it to corner. Corner 3. That is short. Wack gets it. Slows down. Gives it
Kicks
to
it up to Burke.
Burke with the hezzy. And he loses the ball.
Fisher's ball going on the court.
You know, I think he might have got away with a carry there, so that turnover might have happened either way.
Yeah.
The Fisher's crowd is letting the ref hear it after that missed call.
Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the nice show out by Fishers tonight.
I agree.
Good fan base.
Not as big as Carmel's, though. They swing it back up top. Pete, guard number 24. They swing it back to the wing, being guarded by Wack. Swings it to Sam. Sam denies the access inside. Hands up. It's getting guarded by Burke. Back on the wing. Peter denies it, gets his hand on it.
Defense.
Imagine if there were shot clocks in high school basketball.
The game would be a lot different for Carmel.
I agree, because these stops that they're getting, you know, it just leads to a lot more offense for them.
Very true. And
They bring it inside, and Sam gets another steal.
Carmel does a great job taking their time, making sure they're not rushing out on defense, making the smart plays that they need to make.
I agree. And one thing about Carmel offense is that they set a lot of off-ball screens that get people open like Josh Wack on that, and he knocks it down.
Another 3-point basket for Carmel.
See, a lot of people don't think Wack can shoot, but he will knock that 3 down.
He's good at stepping up in the moment they need him. And as we're down to the last 55 seconds in the first quarter, Carmel is up 15-4.
So when they set screens on Carmel, you see how the center pops up
Yeah.
and cuts it off. I think that's a smart thing to do because they can't see that the person is open down low.
Jeffrey Simmons.
And Jeffrey knocks down a 3 to make the score 7-15 with 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And it looks like Carmel's going to hold it, get the one shot.
Peter's taking his time with the ball down the court.
Gets it to Wack. Wack is holding at the wing.
Burke pops up top, gets the ball.
He's still getting booed. I really wonder what that's about.
Yeah, we got to find out halftime.
I agree. Get it back to Pete. Gets it to Sam. Sam gets it to Josh.
Peter
Josh,
down low.
Hit
Kicks
him.
it to
Knock
Burke.
it down, Burke.
Burke for 3.
Ah.
Rims out.
Gets it.
Amazing board by Charlie.
Gives it to Sam. Sam gets the layup right at the buzzer.
And it'll count. Buzzer beater by Sam. What a great first quarter.
Way to let it go just in time and have great clock awareness. So at the end of the first, we got a score of 17-7. Carmel up by 10.
You'd love to see the energy once again. Carmel's great at bringing it out as much as they can in the first and keeping that thing going.
I agree. And I knew it was going to be a good game, but I did not expect Carmel to just come out like this and be red hot. Peter's leading Carmel scorers right now with 7 points, as they were the first 7 points of the game. You know,
And although the starting five has great momentum right now, you really wonder when Coach Ryan Osborne is going to be playing some other players.
I agree. I think he'll sub some in to let some of the starters get rest before halftime. And then some of the bench players have really good defense. So if Fisher starts getting going, then I think he'll start subbing them in too.
Very true.
And one thing about Fisher is you cannot count them out. They will knock down that 3 ball.
And get the game back up.
Yeah.
Close score.
And they have big players that they can feed inside. And once they figure out how to get inside, Carmel might have to change his game plan to stop that. Because right now they're really holding them to take outside shots or bad layups. And that's what's helping us get this 10-point lead. All right, start of the second quarter. Fisher's inbounding the ball. They get it to the wing, setting off-ball screens. Swing it opposite wing, get it up top. They drive inside and they call a foul. Call a shooting foul. Let's see who it's on. Shooting foul on Charlie Williams.
And I think that was probably necessary. The offensive player was able to get past Charlie Williams' front foot, and I think if he didn't foul him, it could have ended up in free 2 points.
I agree, because there was no help side there, so he definitely would have got that layup. Knocks down the first free throw. And we get a sub in.
Substitution for Fisher's number 5, Miles Stringer.
Miles Stringer checks in for number 10. And he knocks down both of them. We got Peter walking the ball up the court, and we see Spencer White is coming to check into the game. Sam sets an on-ball screen.
Looking forward to see what White's able to contribute this game.
Oh, and that was
a lot of
almost
scrappiness on the defense by Fishers here.
I agree.
Surprised the officials aren't getting involved a little more.
I agree. We got Sam up top, setting up the offense.
Spin move by Sam.
Gets to the left hand, and what a
The
finish.
layup is good. Sam Warren with another 2 points on the board.
That was a great take, you know, way to notice who's guarding him and be able to take advantage of it.
And that is Orm's 7th point of the game.
Man, let's watch the replay's over. We got Pete up top. They're on the wing now. Burke is being guarded. Not allowing that deep ball as they are able to shoot that. Almost in the corner to get it back to the middle of the court.
Amazing
Tries to put a spin move on Peter. See, they cut it off. Oh, that was a great lob pass.
Nice finish by Fishers. Jeffrey Simmons with a nice put up.
Yeah, Charlie stepped up too high and it allowed the lob to the back door. We got Wack taking it to the basket, drop off to Charlie, and it gets blocked.
It's a foul. 2 shots for Charlie Williams.
They call it a foul. It's going to be on number 2.
Tigers foul number 2, Sean Millsaps. His first, team's first.
It's going to be the team's first foul.
Shooting 2, Charlie Williams.
Let's see if Charlie knocks these down.
The first free throw's good.
Returning for the Tigers, number 24, Charles Smith.
Spencer White subbing in for
Greyhounds, number 25, Spencer
Weldy.
White.
Charlie Williams, the second field goal good.
Now have a score of 21-11. Carmel still maintaining that 10-point lead.
Spencer White checking into the game here, looking to see what he can do.
They swing it up top. Charlie gets back. Oh, good ball screen. 22 with the mid-range pull-up. Misses.
Great board by Sam Orm.
I agree. He's pushing it up the court. Gets it to Whack at the top of the key.
White running baseline.
I don't know.
Travel called on Charlie Williams.
I don't know about that call. It was like a jab step to me.
And the Hounds are still leading 21-11. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Right now, both Peter and Sam Orm have 7 points.
Oh, he splits the double team, swings it to the corner. I bet he loses control. Gets it up top, opposite wing. See, Carmel plays those passing lanes so well.
Osborne's done a really great job of making sure that each of his players he has on the court's basketball IQ are as high as they can possibly be for high school level basketball.
I agree, and a good deflection by Spencer White on defense, not allowing that pass in as we were just speaking on it.
Spencer's already coming into the game doing bits for Carmel.
That's what I was saying about the defensive intensity off the bench. Like,
really want to see him get going on offense too.
I agree, as he has that ability to knock down that three-point shot. We see Jared Bonds is coming to check in as well.
Last night, Bonds is just electrifying, coming onto the court and knocking down shots and dunking.
I agree. And Fisher knocks down a nice three in the corner to make it a 21-14 ball game in the second quarter.
Josh Wack taking the ball up the court right now. Carmel setting up. Spencer catch.
Carmel's offense evolves around a lot of off-ball screens and get the shooters open.
Very true.
Spencer loses
Spencer
the ball.
White, but it's good. He's got it back.
Gets it to Peter. He tipped it, maybe. See what they call.
It's Carmel ball.
Carmel ball.
Stand this way. Wow, and those cheerleaders for Fishers were really getting rowdy over that call down there.
Yeah, but you could clearly see that he hit it out of his hand.
Yeah.
For the Greyhounds, number 40, Jared Bonds.
So we got Jared Bonds in for Charlie Williams. So see, this is kind of Carmel's small ball lineup, as Jared is a lot shorter than Charlie, but he plays his position. So let's see how this plays out.
I enjoy seeing Carmel play their small ball lineup too. It's fun to see all the athleticism out there moving together in one motion together.
I agree. And Peter gets there.
That nice backhand dish.
Gets a foul on the floor. Spencer
you can tell Spencer really wanted to shoot that.
He was ready for that one.
10, Jalen Harrelson, his first, team second.
Nice. He has not been shooting well this season. He's just ready to find that groove and get the knocking them down.
That's all you got to do sometimes, get into the groove.
He gets it in the
wing. He knows
wing.
his role. He'll be all right.
And Carmel is really fumbling the ball, but they keep getting it back. Sam takes
Warren
it.
with the take and a foul.
It's on the floor again. There's back-to-back calls on the floor. You know, Fishers has to start playing defense without using their hands.
Charles Smith, his first, team start.
And we're going to get a Carmel timeout.
Timeout, Carmel, 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout on the floor. Right now on the floor, we have Josh Wack, Peter Suter, Sam Orm, Jared Bonds, and
Spencer White.
Sports Performance across the board. Carmel Greyhounds student athletes in the start of the day the best they can be. Whereas training, nutrition, medicine.
So how you feeling about the game right now?
As a team of dedicated professionals ready to elevate
right now, I think the game's going smooth. I think Carmel needs to start running up the offense a little bit more again, but they had a great start to the game, and I think they'll keep going up from here.
I agree, but I think they have that ability to just take it slow.
Make sure to take their time and get the right baskets they need to get.
Yeah, I agree. So we got Peter about to inbound the ball, coming off the 30-second timeout. Gets it up top to Josh, and Josh is going to set up the offense.
Peter coming off the screen down low.
See,
Josh handling the ball up top.
Peter's getting fouled over there, but the refs aren't calling it, but then they call own ball foul, and the Fishers coach is furious.
Yeah, they're really getting rowdy down there. The Fishers fans and coaches really like to talk. Not so sure how that's going to play out for them later on in the game.
Yeah, that might not be so good for them. Spencer flashes, gets it up top.
Suter with the inbound.
Hands it off to Wack. Wack has it at the top of the key. See how Carmel offense, they almost never stand still. And gets another foul on number 5. That will give him his first foul. That's 5 team fouls just on this one possession.
Ooh, that's going to get them in a lot of trouble later on in the game. If they want to have a hope of keeping Carmel to a minimum of a score and not keep running it up, they need to stay out of foul trouble.
I agree. Jared loses the ball, and finally Fishers gets a stop. And they are hype.
Returning for Fishers, number 22, Bryce Williams.
Number 22 checking in for Fishers. As they inbound the ball, bring it down the court. Suter sets up top.
They're starting the offense in the middle. They set a lot of down low screens.
Sam
He gets to the basket, and Sam gets another block.
What a play.
And I don't know.
Amazing defense by Carmel.
That might have been Carmel's ball. That looked to hit his head after the block.
The officials will call what they think they see. It is how it is sometimes.
It is how it is. Fisher's inbounding, get in the corner. Swing it back up top. He's getting guarded by Wack. Get it on the wing. Spencer on defense. Those quick feet, not allowing any movements past him.
White doing a great job keeping Fishers at a low score, helping out the team.
Jared guarding his man up top as they do a dribble handoff. They get a switch. Jared gets back. See how he doesn't allow that three-pointer after he gets back.
Down low. Amazing defense prevents the layup.
And they get the rebound, offensive rebound. You know, that can kill our offense, our defense, allowing multiple offensive rebounds. You can't keep giving them chances to score.
You know, I think that's some of the impact that happens when Charlie Williams is taken out of the game. Even though we have a lot of athleticism and speed and movement up the court, a little bit lack on defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds. But I think Sam Orm's really done a great job of stepping up and being able to catch those boards for Carmel.
I agree. Number 2 takes it inside. He pulls it back out as there's help all everywhere. And Carmel's playing great defense. Fisher's had the ball for about 30 seconds now.
Crossover.
And he loses the ball. Oh, Jared loses it.
Back to Fishers.
And Peter, oh, they call a block.
Ooh, looked to me like that would have been a charge, but apparently Peter didn't have both feet down in time.
Yeah, that call can go either way. Let's watch.
See the replay.
Yeah, he wasn't set all the way. It's a good call.
For Fishers, number 33, Jeffrey Simmons.
Let me get another timeout by Carmel. Coach Osborne has something to speak with the players about.
32nd on the floor.
You know, I think he's mad about Jared not grabbing that ball.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the amount of playing time that Williams gets versus having other tall players into the game, seeing how that all works out on the defensive end.
I agree. And one thing you'll notice, like, compared to other teams, Carmel team, they look small, but they're really up there, as their smallest player is only 6 foot, and that's Josh.
Oh, wow.
Like, if you look at their team, they don't look as tall as Fishers does, but they're really there with them. So we get back from the timeout. We got number 24 inbounding. They're running.
Fisher's coming into Carmel tonight with a real big ego.
I agree.
Carmel's really shutting that down right now.
I agree. And that's Jared. Oh, they call a foul. He gets an and one.
Jeffrey Simmons.
So it'll be a first foul on Jared.
And I think now's the time when Osborne starts to think about setting Charlie in. Oh, right as I say it.
Look at that
Charlie
timing.
Williams comes in for substitution.
Look at that timing.
Substitution for the Greyhounds, number 33, Charlie
Jared
Williams.
coming out, get some rest.
The Tigers, number 5, Mouse.
Tough foul to give up, especially when the game's close like this.
Jeffrey Simmons.
That can change the momentum ASAP.
Very true. He goes up.
And he knocks it down. Reverse the and one play.
Score is close now. Carmel leading 21-17.
We get it inbound into Peter as they're full court pressing.
Now Carmel will start getting back into rhythm on the offense and get some buckets going.
Peter walks it in, passes it to Sam. Sam pump fakes, takes it. Oh, he loses it. But it's still Carmel's ball. And the Fisher fans are not happy about that one.
As we close out the first half, see a lot of interesting things happening on the floor.
I agree.
Fishers has a lot of fouls right now.
Charlie takes it up over the tall player and knocks it down.
Charlie with an amazing finish. That long reach really helps him out down there.
I was just about to say that. They're trying to get an on-ball screen. Peter gets through it, and he deflects the ball. Swing it to the wing, being guarded by Sam. They swing it corner, takes a corner three, and misses. Another rebound by Sam. They get it
with the fake pass, kicks it to Josh.
Josh is pushing Spencer, flashing corner. Josh keeps it, dribble. Oh, wait. Carmel's ball, it was tipped.
The ref originally said it would be Fisher's ball. The other official overruled it. Carmel ball.
And once again, Fisher fans are letting the refs hear it about that one. These calls are not going the way that they want them to. Spencer gets in the corner, swings it to Wack up top.
Carmel's really going to have to get something going.
You hear their chant, man? They're saying Carmel is daddy's money. Fisher fans are really just let it out. Oh, Peter loses it, swings it. Whack up top for three. Misses, but what a rebound by Charlie. Jaws flashes, and what a layup. That's why you don't give up on the play.
You love to see the intensity staying even after some harsh things coming from the Fisher section.
You know, I think they take it in, you know, makes them play even harder.
Yeah, Carmel's not letting anything get to him.
I agree. So they swing it corner, being guarded by Sam. Sam has had a great defensive game, and it's only the first half, so it can only get better. Number 10 still has the ball, swing it back up top.
Now a minute left. We got to score 25-17. Carmel in the lead still. Fisher's hands it off.
Swing it to the opposite wings, being guarded by Peter.
And Burke Weldy's getting ready to check back in for Carmel.
Gotta help get that last second defensive stop. They get a timeout.
Fisher's timeout.
Fisher's 30-second timeout.
It's gonna be a 30.
On the floor.
Just to let them catch a breather, maybe draw up a last second play for them. Burke checking back in, you know, help to guard the outside perimeter, not allow any of those threes to go in as they play that passing lane so well.
You know, I think Carmel's hoping to get a fast possession in here, not taking too much time as they do usually. Maybe get a two different possessions down in the next 41 seconds, get the score up a little bit.
I agree. I say, you know, since they played those lanes so well, I think they might go for the steal maybe, try to get a fast break and get back on defense and get another stop.
Fisher's getting ready to inbound the ball.
So Burke has came in for Spencer. And back to the Carmel starting lineup. Swing it in, 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. He's being guarded by Sam. Swings it to number 24.
Right now, Suter, Wack, and Sam Orm all have 7 points.
That's a big tribute. They get it up top, number 24. Dribble handoff to 22. Being guarded by Wack. Wack picking up all the way at the top, not allowing them to even get set up.
15 seconds left on the shot clock.
They swing it all the way across the court, number 24. He's just holding it. They swing it to number 33. Pump fake, takes it inside. And they call a foul on Peter.
4.4 seconds left on the clock.
Peter tried to get over and help. Oh, it's actually going to be on Charlie Williams.
At the line for the Tigers, shooting 2, Jeffrey Simmons.
Peter tried to step over. He was just too far and not able to get there. So number 23 knocks down the first free throw. Has one more to shoot with 4 seconds left in the second quarter. And he makes them both to make the score 19-25. He gets it to Wack. 3, 2, 1. Wack pulls up from 3 at the buzzer.
The shot's
misses
not
short.
Good. And don't forget to stay tuned for Elsa Bray with a halftime report as we go into this break.
Ten to 20% of adolescents globally experience mental health conditions, yet these remain underdiagnosed and undertreated. Mental health is a massive problem, yet a lot of people don't know how to talk about it. Talking about your mental health is something that everyone can do, and dramatically helps remove stigma and uplift mental health. It doesn't have to be a professional that you talk to. It can be a friend, family member, or anybody that you trust. Remember that poor mental health can dominate people's lives. If you are having feelings of depression, talking about it is the very first step to other measures. And if you know someone who you think needs help, remember that it can be very hard to talk about, but is still very important.
Start out, number 5, Pete Suter for Carmel came out strong, scoring the first 7 points of the game and forcing a Fisher's timeout. Carmel kept up the good shooting and the tight defense, which forced several turnovers, which got them to a 17-7 lead at the end of the first quarter. Fisher's responded to start the second quarter, closing with a 21-14. Fishers got more aggressive on defense, picking up some fouls, but also forced some turnovers to keep Carmel on their toes. Following a 3-point play by 33, cut to the lead with 21-17. Carmel responded inside with Charlie Williams inside with a basket and a nice assist to push the lead back to 8. A few close calls did get the crowd into it, so it's been a fun game here. Some nice driving by Fishers, drew a foul to close that half, 25-19. We'll have to see which team comes out more aggressive in the second half to close out the game. Thank you. I've been Elsa Bray. Now back to. We'll see you after half to report on the game.
Baba Booey.
Did you know that 95 million photos and videos are shared on Instagram each day? With an added location tag on a post, there is a 79% content engagement increase. Cyberstalkers can use the location of a post as a way to track a user's every move. Take McKinley, for example, who linked her location as Carmel, Indiana. The cyberstalker now knows she lives in Carmel and attends Carmel High School. McKinley is now in danger of being followed or harmed. So the next time you post, think about the risk of linking your location.
Ten to 20% of adolescents globally experience mental health conditions, yet these remain underdiagnosed and undertreated. Mental health is a massive problem, yet a lot of people don't know how to talk about it. Talking about your mental health is something that everyone can do and dramatically helps remove stigma and uplift mental health. It doesn't have to be a professional that you talk to. It can be a friend, family member, or anybody that you trust. Remember that poor mental health can dominate people's lives. If you're having feelings of depression, talking about it is the very first step to other measures. And if you know someone who you think needs help, remember that it can be very hard to talk about, but is still very important.
Everyone has a vision.
But only a few can turn that into reality.
That's where we come in.
For us, it starts at the writer's circle.
Ideas are pitched and plans are made.
We then take those plans and apply it to wherever we go.
Whether it's on a court, a stage, or around Carmel, you are in control.
And as for live newscast, the studio is where it's at.
Regardless if it's in the back
or under the bright lights. This is where countless professionals jumpstart their careers.
Each and every SRT, we bring you the latest news, sports, and entertainment updates.
Not just at school, but on the go, too.
Although it's listed as a class, CHTV is much more than that. It's an experience.
An experience where you can bring your ideas to life.
An experience where you can meet lifelong friends.
An experience that will change your life forever.
So, what's your vision?
Back with another second half. Darion, how are you feeling about the rest of the game?
I'm feeling good, man. You know, I think Carmel's going to maintain this lead and even come out hot again and be able to push that gap and make it uncomebackable.
Yeah, we really got to see Williams step it up in the interior defense this half and make sure he's locking down 33. He's gotten some good buckets so far.
I agree. They have been able to get inside, and yeah, that's one of the things we discussed is them not letting them inside. So we got
Suter with the inbound.
And he gives it to Wack. Wack is walking it up. And the second half has started. Peter takes it inside, loses the ball.
Can't really tell what was happening there. But
yeah, I don't know if he tried to pass that or...
Fisher saves it. Coming down the floor.
Have it up top. Get to number 22. Wack picks up. He picks up his dribble. Charlie on ball. I've never seen Charlie play out that far. Usually he's a little back. Feeding inside the 10. He's getting guarded by Sam. Tries to spin. Sam's there. That's a tough shot.
That was a nice move. That's what Carmel's got to make sure they log down is that interior and scoring.
I agree. The WAC has it up top. Send those off-ball screens again.
Sam
and we
coming
get
down low, and there's a foul.
It's an off-ball foul. 10 was holding Sam on that screen.
Carmel does a great job of forcing those kind of off-ball fouls and making sure that they can get the most out of the advantage they can get.
I agree. The way they set screens, they have no choice but to foul or either get caught in it. So we got Sam on the inbound.
Burke running back court, not getting it. Josh Wack with the ball top.
He takes it, pushes it middle, takes a floater, misses, gets his own rebound. Oh!
Hard hit to the floor.
Whoa.
Jump ball, but Wack seems to disagree about that.
That was a bit much. I don't think that was necessary. You know, but Fishers, they're a gritty team. That's part of the reason that they're undefeated. They do things like that to help them get going.
You love to see the fire and Carmel still having the lead and making sure they maintain that.
I agree. I think plays like that will help them build momentum.
Fishers moving down the perimeter.
They're trying to get it back inside to their freshman, number 10. They get it to the corner. They get a cut. They don't feed them.
Up top. Pass down low.
And that's a foul.
Foul called on who?
I want to say Sam.
Foul on Burke Weldy.
Now foul number 24, Burke Weldy, his first.
He got called for that reach.
At the line for Tigers, shooting 2, Jalen Harrelson.
You know, Darion, I really wonder sometimes seeing Osborne what he's thinking in his head, what his next move will be. That is a mastermind of Carmel basketball currently.
I do agree. You know, he has yet to fail us. I don't understand how he does it, but he finds a way to do it every night. He's lined up for his second free throw.
It goes up, and it's good.
It's knocked down.
Sam Warren with the inbound.
And it's now a one-point game.
Kicks it to Wack.
Wack
bringing the ball down the floor. Carmel 25, Fishers 23. Close ball game.
Fishers crowd is getting into it now. That's a 2-point game. Peter
Suter with the
moves
leg.
him out the way, misses.
This floater by Suter.
24 gets the rebound. They push it, get a
Kick
corner.
out to the corner.
He had time to shoot, but he's setting up the offense. Tries to take it baseline. Burke
Carmel's
is on that.
trying to trap. Burke Weldy's doing a great job defensively on the perimeter.
I agree. They get him reset on ball screen. Gets past, takes a Euro, swings it corner.
Sam with a nice reach to.
He misses 5 tips, and that's going to be Carmel ball. Almost gave up another offensive rebound, but way to put those bodies on those other players.
And on that play right there, you could really see the athleticism with Miles Stringer leaping up there to get that steal.
I agree. Yeah, he jumped early, and he still was able to get a hand on that. That's impressive. And he tips it.
Not a lot of players are able to guard Peter with such confidence like he does, but doesn't seem to face Peter at all.
It's a good mindset to have. Oh, and then Miles is flopping on the push.
Inbound
and he gets
to Burke.
tackled.
Ooh,
and Burke gets
that was
tackled.
a hard foul.
Wrong sport. So now Carmel doesn't have to start at the bottom. They get
Fishers with 2 fouls already in the first 2 minutes. See how this half turns out. Carmel could be putting the bonus pretty quickly.
And number 5, Peter and Miles are going at it. The ref had to intervene. You know, if you watch, the number 5 has been flopping every time Peter touches him. The ref makes them shake hands. It's not going to stop anything.
And Darion, I'm still curious why the Fishers crowd is booing so much at Burke. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, we forgot to find out. We get it to Peter on the court in the wing. Swing it up top to Burke. Here comes the boos.
Sam cutting.
Burke gets inside, gets it to Charlie.
Williams with the move.
Gets it inside. Oh, Burke with the up and under.
Dodge.
Yes, sir, Burke.
Amazing
good move. Let's watch that replay. He gets him with the pump fake.
And Carmel's really looking to get their crowd going with the offense.
I agree. We got to get some defensive stops, too, to get some separation back in this game. We got Jared Bonds about to check into the game.
Jared Bonds checking in.
Oh, 33 takes a 3. Oh, he knocks it down.
Orm with the outbound to Suter.
It's a one-point game.
Fishers has done an amazing job with the press against Carmel. Usually Carmel's able to break it pretty quickly and get down the court for an easy basket, but Fishers has done a great job maintaining that press and putting pressure on
Knock it down,
Carmel.
Charlie.
Williams for three. It's no good. Fishers rebound.
Fishers on the break. Takes a pass. Goes up. Misses. Oh, Burke was just a toe out. And it's going to be Fishers' ball.
Get a replay on that.
Substitution for the Greyhounds, number 40, Jared Bonds.
See, now this is more of a game that the people were expecting to see out the gate with only a one-point game with Carmel up.
You love to see the close game.
And Jared has checked in for Sam. 10 takes it in and lays it up.
Disrespect. Fishers getting some stops.
Fishers, that press, and Osborne calls a timeout. That was a much-needed timeout.
Very much needed.
You know,
Get a
Fishers,
quick reset. The crowd's really going over there for Fishers right now.
Yeah, Fishers' side is jumping. You know, I've heard Fishers more than Carmel's side this entire time.
Spencer White looking to check in soon. Jared Bonds just got into the game. See what happens. Maybe that 5 athletic lineup without Williams is what Carmel needs right now. Maybe not. We'll have to see. We'll see what Osborne thinks is best to do.
I just think, you know, they got to go over the press and how to break it. I don't think they were expecting them to come out that fast and just be that physical with them and call them off guard. You know, and at the start of that timeout, Fisher's crowd, letting the Carmel crowd hear and saying, we can't hear you. You know, they're just very ruthless. You know, they love their team and they would do anything for them.
And Fishers has taken over the lead, currently 28-27 with 4:25 left in the third quarter. Doing a great job getting the movement going, hyping up the Fishers crowd. See what Carmel has in store after this timeout.
All right, timeout over, Carmel ball.
And on the floor, we see Bonds, Wack, Burke, Peter, and Charlie. Jared taking it out.
They run a four staggered. Charlie flashes middle. Gets it to Peter.
That was a great play to break the press there and get Fishers off defense confused.
I agree, and it also lets them get a set-up offense and be able to work how they like to. So we're getting those off-ball screens again. Charlie sets an on-ball screen. Wack takes it, feeds it to Jared. Jared puts
Bonds
it inside.
cutting in.
He didn't.
Wow. Another travel called.
Let's watch that replay. Let's see if that foot moved. He pushes it in. Takes two.
I don't know. I couldn't tell. I don't think it did.
I don't think it did either. We got Peter on defense picking up. Miles, Jared on the defense. They swing it corner. That's great defense by Jared, not allowing that post shot. Get through that screen. Hands up. Got Charlie in the corner playing defense. Wack
Love
up top.
to see the battle and the fight coming from Carmel right now.
Tries to take it. They cut that off screen
Burke
on
with
ball.
the patient defense up top. Gets around the screen.
22 has it on the wing. This is great defense by Carmel. 33 takes it, crossover, swings it to 24.
Suter ensuring that there wasn't a shot right there. Fishers just patiently playing their offense, waiting for an open look.
This is great defense by Carmel. Jared picking up on ball. They get it back to 22.
Josh Wack playing high defense.
Josh applying that pressure.
Tell his confidence is very, very high on the defensive end.
He's ready to get a defensive stop and get this game. Yep, there it is.
Suter with the
there
steal.
it is.
On
and
the
Peter
break.
goes up.
Hey!
Yeah, Pete.
Peter
Let him know, Pete.
with a one-hand slam.
The defensive stop that we needed. Peter with the head tappers.
Carmel back with the lead, 29-28, with 2:46 left in the third.
That is the defensive stop that Carmel wanted to see. And now the Carmel crowd is into it, and it's just going to go good from here.
Osborne, as you can see, keeping his cool. Fisher's coach losing his head over there.
Peter wanted another one. Way to be patient, though. They get it to the corner. They swing it up top. Charlie could have got that steal. Jared showing hands, not allowing that shot. Oh, he gets it.
Fisher's coming up
Oh, he
top.
doesn't shoot it. Takes a hop. Oh, they call a foul.
some questionable fouls being called right here. We'll have to see about that.
I agree, and Peter was ready for another one.
Greyhound foul number 40, Jared Bonds, his second, team second.
And when you look over at the student section in Carmel, you can really see all the fans getting involved right now. It's really helping motivate the crowd and making sure Carmel gets going.
We got Charlie picking up. 33 kicks it corner. Swing it up top.
Whack with the tight defense. Peter coming around that screen.
24 is setting up the Fishers offense. They get it to the corner. Swing it back up top.
Whack applying that pressure on 22, making sure he doesn't get an easy score.
And they call a foul on Whack. Whack wanted a hook call though. It's going to be Whack's first foul of the game. We got 22 inbounding. They get it to the corner. They're trying to look inside. Steps 10, gets it. That was a great recovery defense by Jared, not allowing that inside drive that he wanted.
Yeah, Bond's doing a great job sitting on that, not letting him get any easy buckets.
And if you watch, you see that there are no inside cuts being able to get going. You know, they don't get any back doors or any inside cuts, and that's just great Carmel defense.
And Osborne's going to have to use his timeouts wisely. As you can see, the starters are getting a little bit tired out here. They came out with great energy at the first half, getting a big lead. Now Fishers is cutting it back
Peter's
close.
pushing. Burke in the corner fumbles it. And we're just going to set it back up. Whack with the ball. He's calling out his plays, trying to get the offense set up. Gets it to Pete. Pete gets it to Burke. Peter for three in the corner. You know what that is. You know that's going in.
Peter's shooter is always ready to step up for the big moment and knock down the shot.
You know that's going in. And Pete now has 12 points on the game, leading the offense with scoring.
Whack with a cool 7.
Oh, they get a backdoor cut, and they get the alley-oop finish.
Josh Whack has an amazing ability of moving his speed at a certain time.
You see his patience, how he pulled that back out after beating his defender?
Yeah.
That was smart, because he paid attention to the clock, and he sees that there's only 15 seconds left in the quarter.
Didn't want to rush anything. Carmel's going to take its time. Looks like Suter might take the last shot here. See how it goes down.
Peter, oh, where is he going? He gets fouled. Ooh. That was a great move by Peter. Might have got away with a push, but if the ref doesn't see it, then neither did I.
Tigers foul number 24.
Let's watch that replay.
His second, team
he blows by, gives him a slight push.
Might have been a little tap on the hip.
It's not a foul. He just got lost.
All right, Suter up with the first shot. That's good.
That's a good shot. Now Peter's going to knock that free throw down.
7.2 seconds left in the third.
Fisher's making those subs.
Suter up with the second shot, and it's good.
Knocks it down. Carmel makes it a 4-point game with 7.2 seconds left. Let's see if Fishers has the capability to beat the buzzer. Pushing it, gets inside, takes a floater, and he makes it.
Nice basket.
That was a great basket. You know, maybe a momentum shifter for Fishers. That gives number 22 6 points on the game. It makes it a 34-32 ball game. Carmel up by 2.
As we come into the fourth quarter, I think your prediction was right. That first start of the game can make the difference here at the end, as the game is so close already.
I agree. I feel like Carmel came out hot, but Fishers figured out their game plan, and now they're able to challenge it and keep up with them.
Carmel with the possession. Should be a real good ending.
This is really the game I love seeing. You know, I knew this was going to be a tough one coming in, and I'm happy that, you know, both teams were able to come out and play their hardest.
You love to see Carmel with the big energy. Always amazing.
I agree.
Fisher's trying to get into it. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a great ending.
I think it's possible we might get an overtime.
Anything's possible.
And we got Sam Orm checking into the game. He might be getting those starters back out there.
You had a current prediction right now. What do you think is going to be the end result?
End result, I would say Carmel by 3. I would say Carmel by 3.
Okay. Who do you think's taking the last shot? 5 seconds on the clock. Tie game. Who's taking the last shot?
You know, this may surprise people, but I'm going to say Sam Orm. You know, Peter's going to get that drive inside.
They'd be
and he's gonna
expecting
kick it
Suter,
corner.
but yeah. See what happens.
Burke walks it up the court.
7:54 on the clock.
Hands it off to Peter. Wack has it up top, swings it to Burke. Peter coming around the corner. Peter shoot that. Oh, Peter swings it to Charlie. Charlie with the spin move. Hook shot. That's
nice
a bucket.
Finish down low.
Amazing
footwork by Charlie, able to get to the left side with that finish.
And great patience by Peter, not taking that three and noticing that Charlie has that inside bucket. Wack on D, gets through that. They kick it corner.
Up.
We got Sam up top. Guard number 34, do a dribble handoff to Miles Springer. Miles gets it to number 2. He's getting guarded by Peter. Fisher's running a nice dribble handoff offense right now.
Playing a real patient game, trying to get their points slowly.
I agree.
Carmel's up 36-32. If we can keep this lead,
number 2 drives, takes it on Peter.
Great defense by Peter.
But they call a foul on the floor. It's going to be Peter's second foul of the game.
His second. Team's 4.
It's going to be Carmel's 4th foul. Couple more. The Fishers may be shooting 1-and-1, so they got to make sure to keep their hands off and play great defense. They get it inside the 22 in the corner. They get it to 33. He's getting guarded by Charlie. They get it to the corner. Number 2 is being guarded by Peter. He gets it back up top, setting up that offense. You know, the Fishers point guard is drained. He's not able to get to the basket how he likes to, and Wack is stopping that, and he's wearing him out.
Amazing job wearing him out and keeping him low scoring.
And what a block by Charlie.
Amazing defense. Greyhounds are locking in, doing a great job.
Watch that replay. They kick it up top.
You see Charlie getting his ground well and shifting down below after he comes up.
And you see how Peter made him hesitate by showing his hands and making him think that he was going to step up. And they get a steal.
Amazing steal.
And what a steal by Josh. And they get it to Peter.
Peter's going to take his time coming down the court.
And they're just going to, you know, run their offense slowly as they have that lead. They have no reason to rush into this.
Ooh.
They call offensive foul on Josh Wack as he gets away with a little push. You know.
I mean, he didn't get away with it, but
you're right. This is a physical game, though, so they're trying to play gritty and get away with little things like that, but the ref had their eye on that one.
There's been a lot of physical contact all game.
That's what makes it a good game.
For sure.
We got Fishers bringing the ball up the court. Swing it to the wing, get in the corner. He passes it right to Charlie. That was a terrible
little
pass.
Off balance there.
At least he got the steal. That's all that matters.
Pete coming up the court with the ball.
Gets it to Wack. Wack gives it back to Peter. Peter has it up top. They get it to Burke. Have you noticed the Fisher crowd stopped booing Burke?
Yeah. It's not been working for him, so they realized they had to change it up a little bit.
He swings it to Sam. Sam gets an on-ball screen.
Takes it with the ball baseline, back up to Williams, swinging it to Charlie.
Peter whips through. Oh, that's Sam in the corner. You know that's in. Oh, he misses.
Great board by Williams.
And he plays physical. And Osborne calls a timeout.
Will not count.
Timeout, Carmel.
Thought Sam was going to knock that one down. You know, Sam in the corner, that's usually going to be a make.
And as we get into the last 5 minutes here, probably going to see Orm stepping up and taking big shots. He knows how to take.
I agree. You know, since Peter draws so much attention, you know, they forget about players like Orm and they leave them in the corner, and he lives for that spot, and he will knock that shot down. Got a 4-point ball game. Carmel 36, Fishers 32.
5 minutes and 32 seconds left in the fourth.
Both student sections on their feet, you know, living for this moment, as they've been ready for this game all week. So if you're the Fishers coach, what do you do? What are you telling your players right now as they're down with 5 minutes left?
Definitely got to tell them to stay calm and not force any shots and give Carmel any advantages. Because as soon as Carmel takes an advantage and gets the score up, it's hard to get it back close again.
I agree. And if you're Coach Osborne, what would you be telling, you know,
remain calm. Oh, it looks like they have Clevenger in the game.
Ryan
the
Clevenger.
sophomore with his second varsity start in the game.
You know, I like that kid. He plays with a lot of intensity.
Great defense.
I agree. And a lot of people don't think that he's, can live through this moment, but he proved us all wrong yesterday, getting big defensive stops.
An amazing layup by Shooter.
Peter has 16 points in the game.
Always stepping up when you need him.
And he's coming off a 19-point game. So, Pete just comes up clutch so much, and this is why we love him on our team. So Burke playing great defense up top, gets a crossover, steps over. See Ryan showing those hands, being active on defense already. Being guarded by Sam Orm. Spin move, takes a tough shot over Charlie and Sam, misses Sam with the rebound. And he
Orm's done a great job contributing on those boards when Williams isn't able to get him.
I agree, using that height to his advantage, which is a good thing. Ryan hands it off to Peter. Peter ready for the offensive setup. This is the patience we was talking about. Peter swings it to Charlie. Charlie with the layup. That was a beautiful pass by Peter.
Carmel doing a great job trying to extend
this lead. Watch that replay. Peter showing a 1-2. Shows a no-look drop-down pass. Can't leave Charlie by himself. And they call a foul, and he does not make the layup.
It's not good.
So he will be shooting 2. See who that foul is on. It's going to be on Charlie Williams. That's going to be his third.
Charlie Williams, his third, team 6. Line official shooting 2, Jeffrey Simmons.
First shot's up, and it's good.
I don't think Fishers has missed a free throw today.
Return for the Tigers, number 22, Bryce Williams. Also return for the Greyhounds, number 4, Josh Wack.
Wack checking in for Clevenger.
They let Josh get a nice little breather in. But Ryan is a good spot person to bring up to this team. He's able to contribute when you need him.
For sure.
See, so now Fisher's in a 1-2-1 full court press. Get it back to Peter. Peter swings it over to Charlie.
Williams the ball on the perimeter, back to Wack.
Wack has it. Fishers has came with a lot of different pressing options this game as they went to man, and now they're in that 1-3-1. Sam has it, kicks it to Peter.
Shooter with the ball at the top. Holding, being patient.
Peter pushing, drops it off to Charlie. Off of Charlie.
Carmel ball.
Fishers tipped it. That was a great pass by Peter. He just got his hand in there and was able to tip it out before Charlie could get to it.
And we are closing down to the last 4 minutes. Carmel with the lead at 40-34. It's going to be interesting to see how these last 4 minutes play out.
So you get a bounce pass to Charlie. Charlie takes
Williams
it.
Driving,
bounce pass to Burke.
Burke fumbles, gets the ball back.
And a double
dribble is called. Fisher's ball going down the court.
Burke felt as if it was hit out of his hand, so he thought that he could dribble again.
Substitution for Fishers, number 2, Sean Millsaps.
And number 2 is checking in for number 5. Fishers bringing the ball up the court. Number 22. Being guarded by Wack. And Sam.
Oh, an amazing defense by Sam.
And that's beautiful defense, using those long arms to his advantage and getting that tip.
Sam using that length, get a tip on the ball, trying getting it loose. Fisher's resetting that offense, coming down the court. Oh, with a nice
Josh
pass
gets
down low.
backdoored. Come on, Josh. Watch that replay. That was a beautiful fake cut up top, just allowing that backdoor.
Wack was not really ready for that. He's trying to get set on defense, lets it slip by him.
So we got Wack with the ball up top.
Kicks it to Orm. Orm cutting baseline.
Sam takes it baseline. Oh, he steps out.
Fisher's ball.
Fisher's back with that defensive momentum. Let's see if they're able to capitalize on offense after having that momentum.
Osborne's got a lot to think about in these last 3 minutes.
I agree, but he's built for this. He knows exactly what to do, and this is why I think he will be able to make his team pull out on top. And you can hear that Carmel crowd chanting defense as they really believe in their team and ready for that defense to stop.
Wack locking up top.
Takes it in, misses. Great defense by Josh.
Board by Williams.
And they're trapping.
Peter with the ball.
Josh
swings it to Josh.
Josh takes his time.
2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth.
Man, I'm loving this game.
It's great. The ending's going down to the wire, just as we expected.
You got Pete up top with the ball.
These fans are really getting their money worth tonight.
Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, it's an amazing take by Suter.
Way to draw
on the break.
Way to draw that foul. That's another thing Peter is really gifted at, being able to get to the basket and get that foul.
Tigers foul number 10, Jalen Harrelson, his third.
Foul on Jalen Harrelson.
At the line, Greyhounds shooting 2, Pete Suter.
Peter Suter ready to knock these 2 shots down. And the first free throw is up, and it is in.
That is a good shot. Peter knocks that down very efficiently. It's time for the second shot.
Second shot's up, and it's in.
He makes them both. He now has 18 on the game.
42-36, Carmel lead.
Fishers is pushing up the court right off of the make.
Fisher's trying to play a quick ball game, trying to get some points up in Carmel.
And they call a timeout as they did not think that Carmel was going to be able to get back and set up on defense.
Full timeout.
Full timeout for Fishers.
Giving his players a minute breather with a score of 42-36.
Now this is good. Osborne has more opportunity now that he's able to use Fisher's timeout to his advantage and save his for his players.
I agree. And it's just another breather for him. And then he still has his own timeouts that he can use, which will help capitalize out later in the game.
Yep.
So in this game, we see a lot of the older guys getting playing time, like Berg,
for sure,
Peter, all the seniors.
In big games like this, Osborne really expects the seniors to step up and play a bigger role.
And he gives his junior, Sam Orm, a lot of playing time too.
For sure, and Bonds and Spencer White are really looking to get more involved in the game, but in such a close, tough competition game like this, Osborne is relying on that experience and knowledge of the game from his older players to battle it out.
And he's also able to see advantages and disadvantages, and that's when he knows to put in certain players, which is another reason that Osborne is such a great coach.
I gotta say, D, the energy in this room right now is insane.
Yeah, this
is gonna be a
rocking.
crazy finish.
So Fisher's on the inbound. See how they come out on offense. They get number 33. He's being guarded by Charlie Williams. And we get a offensive foul. Sam drawing that foul. And that could be a game-sealing foul right there.
Carmel setting up for the press. See what happens here. Carmel cannot afford any more turnovers. They got to use their possessions as wisely as possible.
I agree, and I do say if they get it past half court, I would say wait and let the offense and take your time. You know, you're up, and there's only 2 minutes left, so let that offense set up and make the defense come press you.
There's no need to rush too much. Ooh,
and we get another.
Sam with the bad pass. It's all right. Greyhounds getting back on defense.
Make up for it on defense, Sam. Miles Springer has it on the wing. They kick it to the corner. It's being guarded by Sam. Sam with the straight up defense. That is great defense.
Amazing defense by Orm.
Making up for that turnover.
Big time ball player right here. Suter moving the ball up the court.
He's able to just get past. Does it in and out, pulls it out. Yep, see, that's the patience I was talking about.
Carmel does a great job with their efficiency with the time the ball's in their hands.
And they call a foul.
On Fishers.
Coach Osborne was trying to get that timeout. Thankfully, they called that foul before it.
Fishers is panicking a little bit right now as they're down by 6 points with 1:15 left to go in the fourth.
But a lot of people fail to realize that it's a lot of time.
That is a lot of time. A lot of possessions and a lot of things can happen in that amount of time.
Especially with the press that they're running, they could very easily get stops left and right. Peter gets past, picks up his dribble, way to hold, gets it to Charlie. Josh gets in the corner. Yeah, Carmel's not looking to score. They're looking.
Carmel's trying to run the time down a
little bit. They're looking to hold that ball, maintain that lead, and get this win.
They've got to make sure to make a smart play.
That's a great screen.
Whack with the drive, coming back out. Kicks it to Orm up top.
And Sam, take that layup, Sam. Oh, he misses. Don't foul, Sam.
Ooh, Osborne not looking very happy about that one.
Yeah, that was not a smart foul. I understand you missed the shot, but you just got to get back and make it up on defense again.
Team 7.
That puts Fishers in the bonus, making them line up for a 1-and-1.
Orm staying cool, remembering that even a little mistake, it's going to be all right. He's got to keep doing his thing, and he'll be good.
He shoots it. And it falls.
Fisher's bucket is good, 1 for 1. He's got a second shot now. Suter and Williams really got to crash the board on this one and try and get a rebound.
I agree. And get that rebound and hold it. He shoots it.
Second field goal is not good. Oh, and a lane violation called on Josh Wack.
There have been a lot of calls on Josh this game.
It's going to result in an extra free throw given to Fishers.
That's a tough one to give up, giving them another chance to score. That's never what you want to do.
And he makes the free throw. The game is back down to a 4-point. Carmel leading 42-38, 46 seconds on the clock. Fans, we have a very close game tonight.
Running that press breaker, get some off-ball screens.
Wack handling the ball down the floor.
And Coach Osborne is furious at his players. And they get a reach call.
Great call by the refs.
I agree.
Tigers foul number 24, Charles Smith.
And this is going to send Wack to the line for a 1-on-1. So both teams are in the bonus now. So giving up fouls is very controversial as it gives up points.
Surprisingly, Carmel is tied in fouls with Fishers, 7 and 7 for both sides.
So Wack is in a 1-on-1. If he makes the first one, he gets to shoot a second.
Wack's taking his time. The first shot's up. And it's off.
It's over.
Ooh,
missed the
Fishers rebound. They're pushing it down the floor.
Miles
trying to get something moving here. And they need a big shot to get the game going.
Takes it baseline. He gets a deflection. Don't foul. And they call a foul.
Foul down low on Burke Weldy.
Fishers has a chance to make it a 2-point game with 20 seconds.
At the line right now.
27 seconds left in the game.
Teams A. At the line for Fishers shooting 2, Jalen Harrelson.
Jalen Harrelson has really done a great job for Fishers tonight and making sure to be an efficient scorer and try and get back that lead up against Carmel.
You know, as a freshman,
first shot.
As a freshman, he plays a huge role and he does very good at it.
His first shot's in.
3-point game.
Fishers number 15, Aiden Zimmer.
It's going to be a nail biter, Darion.
You know, I think my prediction will be right of a 3-point win for Carmel.
Second shot from Jalen Harrelson.
But yeah, up. That freshman has some talent, and he has offers from Maryland
and
other
not
places.
in.
And that's tipped.
Rebound by
Carmel's ball. Sam able to hold off and get that defensive tip.
Amazing play by Orm right there. He's been such a dominant rebounder for Carmel, stepping it up when Williams can't.
Peter has it, swings it over to Burke. Burke gives it back to Peter. They're able to just walk it up. Peter gets past. They're going to have to foul. Peter gets it to Sam, and they foul Sam. That's not the right person they want to foul because he will knock that down.
It's looking good for Carmel right now. Orm's got to knock his free throws down. 42-39 with 14.6 left on the clock. We'll see what happens.
Now, Carmel able to pull this win out. This would be a great win. It looks really good as they're able to knock off an undefeated team.
And if you came to this game tonight, you paid every penny's worth. You got everything out of it.
I agree.
Still got 14.6 left to go.
Man, Fisher's crowd is loud.
Orm with the first shot up. And it's good.
That kid is gifted.
Orm with the ball. Second shot, about to go up. And he knocks it down. Just what Carmel needed.
This is why he plays in those clutch minutes, because he's able to hit those free throws even though they're getting booed. Freshman he misses.
No
Peter
finish.
gets the rebound.
With the board. He's not getting fouled.
Oh, they get it to Burke. That's game.
That's going to be a Carmel W.
And Carmel is able to go 2-0 on the weekend, pushing their record to 4-2.
And you can see all the Fisher student section running out of here, saving themselves from some embarrassment.
And now, thank you for watching. Make sure you follow our Instagram at Carmel TV. And now let's send it over to El Sabre.
final tonight. Fishers put up a good fight at the beginning of the second half with their aggressive defense taking the lead. Carmel's Pete Suter led the charge and got Carmel's crowd back into it with a dunk and a three-pointer that took the lead back. Fishers held on, but Carmel pulled out the win. Great job, Greyhounds. This has been Elsa Bray with CHTV.